Alrighty, we have finally made it to the Netherlands, and scenic is not exactly the word that I would use. It's a beautiful day here. It's roughly 75 degrees and the sun's out, as you can see. I've put some extra sunscreen on just in case to be completely safe. But to be real honest, my hands are getting cold. I may have to stop and put my gloves on. So it's kind of surprising. I guess this European weather, 70 is a little colder than I'm used to. But anyway, we are on our way to a historic town in the Netherlands called, I think it's pronounced Kinderdijk. And it's where they have a number of original windmills. And we're gonna, in about 2 hours, get off and take a little walking tour of it and see how windmills work, and it should be fun. And then after that, tomorrow we actually dock in Amsterdam. So we'll be back to the big city. This has been a really nice cruise, a lot of great people, great food, and as you can tell by the riveting view of the chemical plant and refinery, the sights have been outstanding. It's not every day you can see a refinery unless you live in Baton Rouge or Houston. Then you can see them every day. And over here on the other side, let's take a look over here. This is equally exciting. This is it's a mix of 70s housing and heavy industrial. A lot of shipbuilding places. Now I don't know if this place is. It's certainly big enough, but I've seen them building a lot of new ships and refurbishing old ones. So big difference. When you get into the Netherlands, it's a lot more like lower Mississippi. It flattens out, sandy banks. You see a lot of people out fishing, believe it or not, on a day like this. But it's been good. Generally the weather has been very good on this trip, and you know, in the fall it can go either way. And today's a lesser good 70 and sunny day, but still, all in all, it's been fun. So I wanted to get up here and catch a view of this for you, because I know you're all excited about what the Netherlands really looks like, particularly compared to the videos you've seen now on France and Germany, which was kind of boring with all the wine vineyards and beautiful castles and stuff like that. This is nitty-gritty travelogue beauty. So for right now, that's it. And next one, we'll be looking at windmills. Kinderdijk is a small village located in the Rhine Delta area. It is where the Lek and Noord rivers meet in southern Holland. A large area of this is farmlands, mainly truck crops such as tomatoes and onions are grown, as well as being the home for the famous tulips and Dutch cheese. The iconic black and white cows you see, well, I don't know if you see them, you're looking at a windmill, but if you could see them, they're a variety of Holstein dairy cows known as Freisan cows. The actual village of Kinderdijk is located about 9 miles east of Rotterdam, but you certainly wouldn't know that just walking around and taking a look. You get the impression you're out in the middle of nowhere. Today when we docked at Kinderdijk, the elevation of the Rhine was a good 5 to 6 feet above the land inside the dikes. This area is home to 19 of the 28 remaining 18th century windmills. At one point in history, there were more than 150 windmills in the Netherlands. Most all of these were designed to pump water from point A to point B. They don't generate electricity, and as far as I know, they don't use them for making flour or grinding up anything. They just are designed to move water. This entire area is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. In addition to the walking tour of the windmills, which my wife and I took today, Viking offered 3 other optional tours, which I think any one of those would have been very good. One was a tour of the windmills and a cheese making demonstration. The second was a bicycle tour, which I think would have been really fun considering how flat the area is. You wouldn't have to have been in great shape to bicycle around this. And the last was a barge tour of the canals where the windmills either take water out or pump water into depending on the river level. Our particular tour included a short talk on the history of the windmills, which was very interesting, and a presentation on how they were built and how they're operated, which was also very good, particularly if you like to know how things go together and how things work.
Then put 3 pairs of socks over each other. Do your feet in the shoe. You walk in the wet soil. This is easy. The third reason is that you can touch. You know how we can? We are frugal. We can be cheap. Going Dutch. You know that term? Yes, I buy shoes and you pay them. Is that correct? My wife, she gave me the suggestion, Jack. Why don't we have shoes of all the flowers inside? If I have a suggestion for you, put tulips inside. Beautiful growing into the soil. We have.
After our talk, we went on a nice walk through the area where it was shown how these were built and how they were operated. They also explained the system of canals and ponds and how they moved water from one point to another, and it ended up with a tour through the inside of a working windmill. Families who live in these windmills today are required to maintain them in working order, and most today have electricity and some even have internet. Currently, there's a waiting list of over 800 people waiting for an opening as a windmill keeper. This was one great excursion.